Hello parents, today we're going to talk about how to train pot your little one. Whether you're a new parent or just need some extra tips, we've got you covered. We have all heard the stories of parents who have toilet trained their toddler in a matter of days. It seems too good to be true, but it is definitely possible. I've toilet trained both of my kids in 2 to 3 days, and I know lots of other parents who have done it too. The very first and most important thing you need to know is if your little one is ready for toilet training. If they're not, then toilet training can drag on for months or even years. So how do you know if your little one is ready? Really, you're looking for 2 things. Firstly, they should be able to stay dry for 1 or 2 hours at a time, which generally happens at around 2 years of age, and they want to be doing soft form poos. So we want to ensure that they are not constipated. If they're constipated, you want to hold off toilet training until that has been addressed. Once you think that your little one ready for the toilet training, you can now start execute. Increase your child's awareness of wet, dry, and dirty. For your child to toilet train successfully, they need to be able to tell the difference between wet, dry, and dirty. And that means getting rid of nappies and nappy pull-ups because they're simply too good at absorbing away the moisture following a wee, which makes it near impossible for your child to determine that they are wet. So to increase your child's awareness of wet, dry, or dirty, you want to swap out that nappy with underwear. Training pants have an extra layer of absorbent material which is sewn into the crutch, which will soak up small accidents and those little dribbles on the way to the toilet. But they won't absorb big accidents. They also stay wet, which ensures that your child will learn the difference between wet and dry. Now, if you're not quite ready to get rid of nappies, because you just can't stand the mess that comes with accidents, then you can continue to allow your child to wear nappies, but just get them to wear undies inside the nappies. Using training pants, undies, or placing undies inside nappies does 3 types of things. Firstly, it allows your child to feel the difference between wet, dry, and clean, and it also increases their overall discomfort once they have wet or soiled themselves. So generally, children don't like feeling that sensation, and they will be motivated to try and use the toilet, or the potty, or change their pants. And lastly, it gives them a sense of control and independence as they are able to pull their undies on and off when they're hopping on and off the toilet or getting changed. This is a skill that they're going to need in the future. Make sure you never ask your child, "Do you want to go to the toilet?" I can for sure guarantee you, when you ask your child this question, 99% of the time, they are going to say no. And that is because going to the toilet is boring. They would prefer to play. They are also learning what those body signals mean to say that they need to go to the toilet. The next time you see your child jumping on the spot or showing you that they need to go to the toilet instead of saying, "Do you need to go pee-pee?" Highlight what you are seeing and what it means. So you can simply say, "Mikey, you're jumping on the spot. Your body is saying it needs to go to the toilet. It's toilet time." When you state it like this for your little one, you are taking away the option for your child to say no because it's no longer a question. It's just a statement. And you're also increasing their awareness of what their body does when it's trying to tell them that they need to go pee-pee. So when you do take your child to the toilet, make sure they only sit on the toilet for a maximum of 5 minutes. It's important that your child does not see you sitting on the toilet as a form of punishment, which can happen if they're made to sit on the toilet for a long period of time in an attempt to catch that poo or that wee. You also want your child to realize that when you go to the toilet, you do a poo or a wee, you don't just sit there and watch a device while nothing happens. Therefore, to help your child make this connection and prevent it from being seen as a form of punishment, they should only sit on the toilet for the time that it takes them to do a wee or a maximum of 5 minutes. Now, if your child initially refuses to do a poo into the potty or toilet, then that is okay. Do not force them to do this. It is really common that pooing in a toilet or a potty is one of the last skills a child will achieve before they are fully toilet trained. And that is because pooing into a potty or toilet is scary. Some children are scared about the water splashing back on their bottom. They might be afraid that they're losing a bit of their body when the poo falls out. They might be scared that they're going to get sucked into the toilet, or the last time they pooed, it might have hurt. So they don't want to do it again. To help your child overcome this fear, you need to use softly approach. And the first thing you need to do is get your child to be comfortable doing poos in the bathroom, or the same room where the toilet is. And the way you do that is simply allowing them to continue to wear their nappy, but do it in the bathroom. Don't let them go and hide behind the couch or do it in their bedroom. When they have finished pooing in their nappy, you would simply take their nappy off and then you would flush the poo down the toilet and say, "Poos go in the toilet while you flush it away." Now, once your child is comfortable doing poos in the bathroom, the next thing you want to do is see if they're ready to use the toilet. But if they're not ready yet, then you allow them to use the nappy, but encourage them to sit on the toilet. So you're getting one step closer to the toilet. And then once they're comfortable doing that, you can then see if they're ready to use the toilet. While your child is learning to use the toilet, you are going to notice that accidents happen. Unfortunately, they're just part of the toilet training process. But how you respond following an accident can have a direct impact on how long the toilet training process happens and how often your little one has accidents. Yelling, screaming, shaking your head, showing your child that you're disappointed following an accident can actually increase the number of accidents they're having. Your child may become fearful of your response and start to hide when they do wheeze or poos. They might become fearful of just using the toilet in general, or they may choose to do accidents because that interaction with you following an accident is seen as attention. So instead of screaming or yelling at your child following an accident, stay calm and say something like, "Mikey, I can see you've had an accident. Your pants are wet. Let's go to the toilet and get changed." It's important that your child gets changed into a fresh pair of clothes in the bathroom or the room where the toilet is, rather than in their bedroom or in the lounge room. And this just ensures that your child has the opportunity to go through and practice those steps required for using the toilet. So they would practice pulling down their pants and their underwear, sitting on the toilet to finish that poo or wee, if needed, wiping their bottom, then pulling up their underwear, then flushing the toilet, and then going to wash their hands. It also gives them an opportunity to get used to the smells in the bathrooms of the chemicals, as well as the noise of that flushing toilet, which can often be quite scary for children. It is also really important that your child feels comfortable when they're sitting on the toilet, because we need them to be able to relax their muscles to do a poo or a wee. And this simply cannot happen if your child is having to hold themselves up to stop themselves falling into the toilet. Also, for them to be able to successfully do a poo, we want their knees to be higher than their hips. Teach good hygiene. Show your child how to wipe properly and always wash hands after using the potty. Make hand washing fun with a special song or a bubbly soap. With patience, encouragement, and a little bit of fun, your child will be using the potty in no time. Don't forget to like the video. Happy potty training!